even in the wake of the Sam Bankman-Fried trial last week, the crypto bulls still on parade, with the price of Bitcoin topping 35,000 once again after the SEC decided not to appeal the court ruling on Grayscale's proposal to convert its Bitcoin trust to an ETF. The markets appear to have fully embraced the idea that a spot Bitcoin ETF is just around the corner. So good news for the bulls there. Todd, what's your sense of the timeline here? How soon do you expect to get this long-awaited Bitcoin ETF? There are at least a dozen proposals in front of the SEC right now. Is the most likely scenario a broad swath of approvals all at once, or do you think there'll be a little bit more piecemeal about it?
So we at VettaFi are expecting that when we are running the exchange conference in February 2024, a few months away, we are going to have a number of products that will already be trading that are spot Bitcoin ETF focused. We think that the SEC is going to follow what it did with the futures-based Ethereum ETFs that came to market, where ProShares and Bitwise and VanEck, among others, all launched products that came to market at the same time. This is, of course, different than what we saw with ProShares BITO, which came to market just over 2 years ago. And we're seeing strong interest in that. And what we're finding is that investors are interested in a spot Bitcoin ETF. They're going to have diversification benefits of that within a broader portfolio. It's just a matter of months, probably, before we see the first of those ETFs trading.
So the finish line is near. John, Global X is one of those applicants filing for a spot Bitcoin ETF. The SEC has managed to postpone a decision up until now, but can you tell us how you see the crypto ecosystem shaping up? Are you expecting approval here?
Sure. I concur with Todd. I think at least by the end of the year, beginning into 2024, we'll likely see numerous Bitcoin spot ETFs on the market. I think that will help institutionalize the overall market, and that's why I believe you are seeing an uptick in price in Bitcoin as well as Ethereum, because Ethereum will certainly follow not too long after Bitcoin. I think it's a positive for the market, and in light of recent actions in the crypto space. So we look forward to that.
And Dave, I'm assuming you're on the same bandwagon here as you filed an application for the Roundhill Bitcoin Covered Call Strategy ETF. So how do you think about the environment for crypto ETFs, and how does yours differ from some of the other ones that are seeking approval?
Yeah, I think we're starting to see the time is coming. The marketplace is ready. Folks, investors are getting educated on crypto and the opportunity that an ETF can bring to the space. What we filed for is a bit different. It actually combines, it's similar to a covered call strategy on Bitcoin as an asset. And again, I think what we're starting to see is that it's not just opportunities for ETFs when it comes to equities, bonds, commodities. We're now seeing the structure be able to apply in a multitude of different ways, whether that's options income, whether it's in the crypto space. So I think, again, as I said, the time is here. There's going to be more opportunities for investors. They are going to need to do their homework, as noted from my colleagues here on ETF Edge today. There's going to be likely more than one, but investors can be prepared, and there's going to be choice for them, which is always a good thing.
And we can help them a little bit with their homework now, because speaking of covered calls ETFs, Todd, this has been a strategy that's gained a lot of traction this year in particular. Can you help explain how it works and unpack the recent surge in popularity?
Yeah, so we've seen covered call ETFs that provide, in most cases, equity exposure to the broader markets, and then they use calls to be able to, they sell calls to be able to provide some income, and that provides some downside protection. So the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income, JEPI, is the most popular of the actively managed ETFs in general, and it has seen strong demand. We've seen strong interest from Global X suite of products that John talked about, QYLD and XYLD. We've seen new firms enter the marketplace. Goldman Sachs launched a product earlier, about a month ago, and then Morgan Stanley launched an ETF, PAPI, just a few weeks ago. And we were talking about those two ETFs at the VettaFi Income Strategy Symposium. We're seeing really strong advisor interest in these ETFs, and I think heading into 2024, it's only going to increase.
Yeah, just it's a strategy, it sounds like, for an uncertain future where you don't know what the downside could look like.